Are you a do-it-yourselfer and want to try selling your home on your own? If you have the time, skill set, and resources, you may be able to pull this off, and I will give you a few key tips for doing just that coming up next. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Scott Spiker and I'm a home specialist at Front Door Realty here in Vancouver, Washington. This YouTube channel is all about enjoying the lifestyle of the Pacific Northwest and talking about all things home related, whether it's buying, selling, or updating. In this, the third and last video in the Sell a Home series, I will provide a few tips and suggestions for those so inclined to sell their own home. The only time you don't need a professional, state-regulated real estate license is when you sell your own property. For you DIYers, you can do this yourself as a FSBO, which means for sale by owner. But to be effective, you need to establish a budget and have a flexible enough schedule to respond to requests for information and showings. Homes that are priced right, cleaned up and staged and marketed appropriately generally sell quickly and for top dollar. You really only get one chance to market your home properly, so be prepared. Address any major issues or repairs before you go on the market, as 95% of contracts that go south do so because of conflict during the inspection phase. By addressing major issues ahead of time, like the roof or the plumbing or HVAC if they have problems, you can limit undue stress and lost time that frequently accompanies a sale. And don't forget cleaning, decluttering, and staging. For details on those, see part 2 in the Sell Up Your Home series below. Find and use comps or comparables to help you establish price. Make sure your comps are as similar to your property as possible. Try to get homes that are within a mile or so and similar footprint and square footage. Also try to keep with the same number of bathrooms, garage size, school district, and year built. The closer you can come to your exact property, the better your estimate of price and value. And give preference in order to comps of those recently sold, then ones pending, and last and least, those currently on the market and still active. You're going to need about half a dozen of these to pull an average from and get a price value. As a longtime pro photographer and drone pilot, I have a keen understanding of how important photos and video are to promoting your home. If you want to try this and do it on your own, and probably can, but you're going to need at least a good aftermarket wide-angle lens to get full room view images. For optimal results, do exteriors early in the morning or early in the evening for the best quality light. Make sure you get properly exposed images, ones that aren't too dark and ones that aren't too light, and also are a best representation of each room or area. Using a wide-angle or super wide-angle lens here will help. Be sure to shoot all rooms from multiple angles. Doesn't mean that you'll use them all, but choices are a good thing. If you know what HDR is, or high dynamic range, that works best for images that show interiors as well as outside views through windows. If you're not HDR compliant or don't know what that is, plan on doing your interior photography closer to dusk so the inside and outside lighting is balanced. You can also hire a pro for this, but shop websites and check fees, as both quality and cost can vary quite a bit. Work towards getting 20 or more images with at least a couple of differing views of each room. If your property is on a large lot or acreage, you may want to consider aerial drone photography to highlight those benefits. Video can also be important, especially now with the pandemic. It not only minimizes traffic through your home, but also best utilizes both buyers and sellers' time. If you want to go all in, you can build a website for your home, but depending on the price point, that may not even be necessary. In our area currently, with median priced homes going between $325,000 and $400,000, they're gone in a week or so, so it's really not even necessary. Signage should be professional looking and offering something to engage the viewer. A great inside kitchen image or master bedroom shot could work, or maybe a nice cozy living room photo with the fireplace burning to add warmth. just be sure to include most of the home's key highlights or features. Your dominant sign image needs to be large and easily visible from the street or road. Keep in mind, you are competing with professionals who understand how important solid visuals are and have their own eye-catching signs. There are many independent sign companies on the web that offer a variety of 4-color signs that are very affordable. And don't forget the smaller directional signs stationed at crucial intersections so interested buyers can easily find you. Also, avoid cardboard signs or even generic for sale signs you get from your local home supply store, as they look amateur and cheap. Make sure your contact info is in large bold type and also visible from a distance. Then there is scheduling. Keep in mind you will have to free up enough time in your personal schedule to answer any key phone calls for information and schedule time for showings and open houses. As much as possible, you will want to oblige by other people's schedules and be ready to show your home anytime during reasonable hours when requests are made. Some even consider getting a second phone to handle property phone calls. Open houses are great for getting the word out to the general buying public. Usually most effective the first couple of weekends your home is on the market. 80% or better of serious home shoppers work with a buyer's agent, so you will need to decide if you will consider working with a buyer who has a buyer's agent, and say so in your promotions. Most of the buying public uses online resources like Zillow or Redfin for searching for what is available in their home purchasing area. Once you have your property images, you need to get those online with a short description of the property as well. Also, design a flyer to hand out and to put copies in your special flyer box that came with your outside sign. Even though they can be expensive, it's not a bad idea to have a lawyer available to help you with your transaction in case something goes wrong, and make sure you are doing things correctly. You may be interested in selling your home yourself, but realize you are in a minority, as most FSBOs or for sale by owner end up working with a listing agent anyway, or at least a good real estate attorney. Among things a good agent can provide is helping with all of the above details and dealing with legalities like staying on schedule, property disclosures, inspection contingencies, negotiating price, and keeping track of closing costs. Going the DIY FSBO route may seem daunting, but if you are organized and have the requisite skills, free time, and are willing to learn, you can possibly do this yourself and come out ahead. If you would rather have the help of a licensed pro who also has the required photo and video skill set, drop me a line or give me a call and I can give you a free, no obligation home evaluation and discuss our web-based marketing plan and how it can benefit your bottom line. If you like this video, tap that like handle. If you want to learn more about this area, consider subscribing. In the meantime, good luck with your home endeavors, and I will see you in the next episode.